It is officially day 5. Today is the big day. We are going to build our action plans today. But before we jump in, I just want to remind you, if you join our Safety Up digital membership before tonight at midnight, you're going to get some awesome early bird bonuses. You are going to get a physical shipped copy of Lil Iguana's latest book, A Gift from the Heart. And this is a read-along storybook that promotes literacy and encourages a love for reading. It features Lil Iguana and his diverse friends as they promote themes of friendship and kindness. And this is just such an awesome book. You're going to get it shipped right to your door. Lil Iguana's book, A Gift from the Heart. So this is one of your early bird bonuses if you join the Safety Up community before midnight tonight. You are also going to get the How Am I Feeling digital bundle. And this digital bundle is going to be available for download. So you can use it on your device or you can print it. It includes posters, different worksheets, and printables, and it helps you identify how to regulate feelings and big emotions, and identify how big your problem is, and talk about different strategies and solutions. Like in your calm down corner, you could have these posters or you could have these worksheets. So this is a digital bundle that's going to be available. You can either print it out or you can download it onto your device. So these are your two bonuses if you join the Safety Up digital membership before midnight tonight. And remember, the Safety Up membership includes an online resource library with hundreds of ready-to-use printable activities and worksheets that you can use to supplement the monthly action plans that are going to be emailed to you. So we're going to give you a ready-to-use action plan each month straight to your inbox. And then it also, members have access to our supportive Facebook group community. And remember, this membership is $29 per month, or there's a special discounted rate of $299 per year. And this is for use for a family or a homeschooling group in your household. So we sent out our action plan workbook to your email about an hour ago. So check your inbox. If you don't see it, check your spam folder. We sent out the action plan workbook to you. And if you didn't get that action plan workbook, don't panic. You can comment below with your email address and we can send that out to you. You can send us a message on social media, or you can email us info@liliguana.org. And we will get that action plan workbook out to you. So grab your handout, have it close by, or download it onto your device, so that you can either write on it on your tablet or you can type on your computer. However you use it digitally, that is great too. So our goal today is to complete this action plan and to provide our children with the knowledge and skills that they need for a brighter future. We are here to ensure that they have safe, happy, and healthy lives. But let's face it, sometimes life can get kind of hectic. You know, we struggle and maybe juggle work, home, different responsibilities. We have countless responsibilities, all of us do. And I know even some of us in the Facebook group this week were like, I am behind. I need a couple extra days to catch up. And that's why we're leaving these videos on replay for you. If you're joining us live today, we are so excited to have you. If you're joining us on replay, just comment replay so that we can catch up with you later and see how your action plan came along today. You know, we have so many responsibilities, and what is one more responsibility of every single day trying to teach these safety and well-being lessons to our kiddos. So that is why we do things like make an action plan, so that we have these plans in place and that we can, achieve our goals of raising safe, happy, and healthy kids. So the first step in our action plan is we need to think about the when. When are we going to be teaching this lesson? So the challenge comes in finding, when are we going to be teaching this lesson? We need to consider if we're going to be teaching it in a certain season or a certain week or a month. And by associating a timeline with our goal, it's not just important, it's actually pivotal, because by putting dates on the calendar, we're going to create a sense of accountability and a sense of structure. And that is going to make sure that we leave a meaningful and impactful impact when we go and actually teach this lesson. So in our day 5 workbook, I want you to think about the different, and I want you to look at the first page. It's going to have some writing prompts, or actually the second page is going to have some writing prompts on um, the timeline and when you think you should be teaching this lesson and why you think that is an important time to be teaching this lesson. So I want you to reflect on those prompts and think about when you're going to be talking about a lesson, or when you think it would be good. If you have a specific date in mind, I want you to jot it down. And we're thinking about when we're going to be teaching lessons based off of one of the lessons that we wrote down on day 2 on our command center. So that's actually the first step that I totally skipped, is I want you to look at your command center and think about the lessons that you wrote down on day 2, and I want you to choose one of those lessons. So I have here who's a stranger, hand washing, and helmet use, like bike safety. So I could choose, for example, like who is a stranger, and I'm going to take this post-it note and I'm going to put it at the top of my action plan because this is the lesson that I want to choose for today. So that is the first step. I want you to take your command center here, and I want you to choose which lesson you're going to be working your action plan for today. And then the second step is going to be talking about the when. So I want you to fill out those prompts in the workbook on when you're going to be teaching this lesson and why you think that is a good time to teach it. And if you need any like guidance on when you should be teaching the lesson, just comment below or send us a message and we can help you think about when you're going to be teaching a lesson. For example, if you're going to be teaching water safety first, you could teach it now. You could teach it in the springtime if you're in like the New England area or the Northeast. Right now it's winter. It's very winter. So you probably aren't doing any outdoor swimming. You may be doing some indoor swimming, and that would still be a good time to teach this lesson. But you might want to think about teaching it in the springtime or right before you guys are going to be going to a pool or a lake or a waterfront of some kind. It'd be good to teach the lesson then. So first you want to think about the when, and I want you to fill that in your workbook. And then after we talk about the when, we're going to be talking about the roadmap on how we are going to build this action plan. And Lil Iguana teaches lessons in 4 simple steps. So we're going to walk through those 4 steps right now so that you can fill in those steps next on your action plan. So I want you to have your plans handy. Like I said, if you didn't get this workbook in your email, please comment below with your email address or send us a message and we'll be sure to get that out to you. So the 4 simple steps for building an action plan, Lil Iguana, how we teach it is first we introduce a lesson, then we talk and listen about that lesson with our child. We're going to demonstrate the lesson, and then we're going to reinforce the lesson. So the first step is just introducing the lesson. So the first step on this empowering journey is introducing the lesson and reviewing the lesson with our child. And by introducing the lesson topic and highlighting its key message themes, we set the stage for a meaningful learning experience. So we want to use words and language that our child understands, and we want to try to avoid those confusing phrases and vague phrases that we heard on day 2, like look both ways before you cross the street. We want to say look left, right, and left again. And instead of saying don't talk to strangers, we want to say get permission first. So we want to make sure that we're using the appropriate language and phrasing to teach these lessons. And I want you to be excited when you're teaching these lessons because your enthusiasm for learning is really going to spark that excitement for your child and make this process engaging and enjoyable. So I want you to, step 1, introduce the lesson. Step 2, we're going to talk it through. So the next step in the teaching process is involving an open and engaging discussion with our child. So after we discuss and we introduce the topic, it's crucial to invite our child to share their thoughts and their questions. So we're going to encourage them to express their experiences and feelings related to the lesson subject matter. And then we're going to make sure that we connect this lesson to our child's own life so that we make it personal and relatable, and then ultimately memorable. So, as part of this interactive approach, you could use educational tools like music to connect with your child and the subject matter. And remember, Liliguana offers educational music to reinforce over 20 safety and well-being messages. So you can use a combination of discussion and music, and this is going to deeper the comprehension, and it also is going to ensure that the lesson becomes a memorable and enjoyable experience for your child. So step 3, we're going to demonstrate the lesson, and this is where your teaching strategies come into play. So those teaching strategies that we talked about on day 3. So interactive role playing and play learning. This is going to help guide our children through the how-to of the lesson. So we're going to show them step by step how to apply the knowledge practically, and whether that is interactive role playing scenarios or real life demonstration or engaging play, this is how we're going to empower our children with these essential life skills they need to stay safe and happy and healthy. And by involving these hands-on experiences, we ensure that the lesson resonates and becomes second nature. And then our last step is repetition. So the final step in our teaching journey is just the power of repetition. So remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and learning essential life skills is going to take time and it's going to take reinforcement. So remember, studies show that it takes an average of 7 exposures of new information before it's going to be committed to long-term memory. So we can't just teach these lessons once and walk away. We need to reinforce them time and time again. And day by day, one step at a time, we're going to build the foundation for our child's safety, happiness, and well being. And to start the process with reinforcing the lesson, we could use engaging resources like worksheets, activities, crafts, games, songs, printables, music. The list goes on and on. And these reinforcing resources are going to help your child practice and apply the skills that they learned. So one of the lessons that we get requested at Liliguana time and time again by parents and educators is, how do you teach who is a stranger to your kids? How do you teach this lesson? So I'm going to walk you through right now how we teach the lesson, who is a stranger. And you could fill that in as your first lesson on your action plan if you wanted to. But I'm going to walk through this lesson on how we would put this into our action plan if we were going to use this lesson to build our action plan. So step 1 in our 4 simple steps is that we're going to introduce the lesson. So in our action plan, there is a box that says describe the key concepts or objectives of this lesson. That is on our action plan worksheet. So if we were to fill in this box for who is a stranger, members of the Safety Up community could go and they could download the lesson guide that's related to this lesson, and that outlines the main points that we want to cover. But if you didn't have a membership to Safety Up just yet, I'm going to give you these objectives right here. So Liliguana says that a stranger is anyone you don't have permission to go with right then and there, even if it's someone that you know. And every time you want to do something or go somewhere with someone, you need to get permission from the adult in charge. So those would be like our 2 key concepts or objectives of the lesson that we want to teach here for who is a stranger. And the next step in the teaching process that we just outlined is to talk and to listen and to have an engaging discussion about the key concepts. So we're going to have a discussion, we're going to answer questions, and members of the Safety Up Digital membership have access to discussion topics and small group prompts. So if you're a member of the Safety Up Digital community, we're going to give you the questions and discussion points that you can raise during the lesson to engage with your child and that you encourage participation. So that is going to be all laid out for you. And if you're just filling in this action plan for the first time, you could talk about who is a stranger and the importance of getting permission before going anywhere with anyone, even if you know the person. And you're going to explain the importance and talk about that it lets the adult in charge know where you're going and who you're going with. So you want to emphasize that a child needs to get permission every time and needs to make a new plan with the adult adult in charge every time they want to go somewhere or do something. And then you want to explain that a stranger could be someone that you know or someone that you don't know. A stranger could be a good person, a stranger could be a bad person. We want to keep it simple and just explain that a stranger is anyone that your child does not have permission to go with right then and there. So we want to talk about the meaning of getting a yes and what permission means. And that would be a separate lesson that we could talk about, the lesson get permission. So that would be a lesson that we would probably teach before we would teach who is a stranger. We're going to be talking about getting permission and what that lesson talks about. And then the third step is going to be demonstrate. So let's say that you are a member of Safety Up, you're going to get different scenarios that you can pose or that you can act out with your child related to this lesson. So we could show our child how to get permission to go somewhere or do something. We can practice looking each other right in the eyeballs, asking for permission, and then getting a yes. So we could do different role playing scenarios on how we would get permission. For example, if we wanted to go outside and play, you could say, may I go outside and play with this person? I'm going to be going to the backyard. So you would talk about and make a plan about where you're going to be going and what time you would be back. So that is about the discussion part of it. And then we could demonstrate with different examples. So the role playing of, the mailman talks to you and your child a few times a week when he drops off the mail. Today, he asks your child to take a ride with him, and you aren't there to give permission. So you would talk to your child about what they would need to do in that situation. And then the fourth step is going to be to reinforce. So we could use worksheets, activities, games, music, puzzles, even have a snack related to the lesson just to reinforce it. And remember, members of the Safety Up digital community have access to that online resource library with hundreds of ready to use printable activities, puzzles, worksheets, journaling prompts, videos, music, songs, and more. So you could just download those resources right to your device, or you could print them out to reinforce the lesson. So yesterday I introduced you to the Safety Up digital community, and now I want you to see it in action. So I know that a few of you had put on your command centers this week that you like to teach the lesson of online safety. So I want to go through that in just a few seconds, and we could do a real world demonstration of online safety and how do you use those resources that are found in Safety Up. But first, I want to remind you that with the Safety Up digital membership, you have online resource library available at your fingertips with hundreds of ready-to-use printables. And these are all designed to help teach and reinforce over 20 crucial safety and well-being lessons. Sometimes we all need a little extra help and motivation, and sometimes we need a little guidance, especially when it comes to teaching our kids about essential life lessons like stranger danger, how to be a good friend, online safety, and all of those fun things. So, do you ever feel yourself swamped by your busy schedule or overwhelmed or trying to find different resources and lesson guides to teach all of these? Have you ever thought, where do I even start? I do not know how to teach these lessons, or I need a little bit guidance, or maybe you just need a little motivation. And that is what the Safety Up membership is here for. So we're here to make your parenting journey easier and more effective. Remember, it's a monthly digital membership designed to support you on your quest to raise confident, well-rounded kids. And we want you to spark transformation. And instead of feeling overwhelmed and overloaded, we want you to be excited and feel well prepared and confident to teach and educate your kids. So remember, Safety Up is not just that online resource library. You're going to get access to an exclusive Facebook group community. And I want you to think of this community as your lifeline. Whether you're looking for strategies to tackle a specific lesson, seeking guidance on a unique situation, or just looking for a friendly chat with others on the same journey as you, this community is going to be your go-to resource. And I want you to think of it as your virtual village, a place where your concerns are understood, your questions are welcomed, and your successes are celebrated. We here at Lil Iguana, we believe in making these essential resources accessible for all those who play an empowering role in keeping children safe, happy, and healthy. So whether it is a parent or a grandparent or a caregiver or a provider or a teacher or an educator, We are here to make these resources accessible for you. Remember, our family membership is just $29 per month, or the discounted rate of $299 per year. Remember, it's an investment in your child's future, and it actually won't break the bank, which is nice. So, like I said, a lot of you had on your command centers that you wanted to teach online safety. So, I'd love to just walk through the membership and show you some of the resources that you could download and some of the steps you could take to teach online safety with your Safety Up digital membership. So, let me go to the Lilliquanna website here. And if you're a Safety Up member already, you could either log in or you could come down here and search for your family membership resources. And here's a video about becoming a member of Safety Up and all that it includes. If you want any clarification or if you have any other questions, you can also contact us. But this is a fun little video that tells you all about what you're going to get when you become a member. So you want to go to your family membership resources. And the first step, like we said, was just talking about what the lesson is and introducing the lesson with your kiddos. So you could scroll across here. We have lesson guides for over 20 safety and well-being lessons. But I'm going to choose today, I'm going to choose online safety, and I'm going to add that to my cart. And then, like I said, we have hundreds of ready-to-use printable activities and different worksheets that you can download. So that we have over 20 safety and well-being lessons that you have access to digital resources for. So you could download these and use them right on your tablet or your digital device, or you could print them out and use them as actual paper activities as well. So I'm going to choose a cut and paste activity for being safe online as my reinforcing materials, and I'm also going to choose a crossword puzzle. And then I could come down here. We have different guided journals relating to each lesson. I'm going to choose a guided journal related to being safe online. We also have fun digital posters or printed posters that you could download and then print at home or at your local print shop. So let's say I wanted to teach being safe online or online safety. I could print one of these posters and either have it on my fridge or somewhere around the house just as a reminder of what we're learning that week or that month. We have different writing prompts and coloring prompts that relate to different lesson topics. We have one here for online safety. And I could do different word search activities related to online safety and talk about different words that are associated with this lesson. We have crafts and different snacks and activities related to each lesson. And this is a fun one. We actually have an online thinking cap activity that you can do. So you would want to print this one out, color it in, and assemble it. And it's just reminders of how you're going to be, what rules you're going to be following online, and how you're going to be reacting to anything that you see or say online that might make your harm alarm go off. So I've added that to my cart here. And I have all my items in my cart, so I'm just going to go view my cart right now. And I want to log into my membership account so that I can see that those worksheets are going to be available free of charge to me. Okay, and I am now logged in. And I'm going to go to my cart, and now I see that all of these worksheets are available and as part of my membership. So they are free. And I'm going to proceed to checkout. I'm going to enter my details here. And now I'm going to be able to download all of these activities and these worksheets, and I can download them right to my device, or I could download them and print them off and use them as part of my lesson action plan for the lesson of being safe online. So all of those activities were included with my membership. So my total for all of these activities was $0. And then if you did want to become a member of Safety Up, we have a tab right here that says become a member, or you could follow the links to any of the places that you're seeing become a member. We have links included there. So it talks a little bit about, on this page, it talks a little bit about why you might want to be a member. We're going to take the stress away from planning so that you can just put things into action and into practice today. Like I said before, we have a video talking more about what the Safety Up membership includes. Remember, it's going to include that online resource library with hundreds of ready-to-use printables like we just saw. It's going to also include that monthly action plan that gets emailed to you once a month. And then you can also supplement this action plan with more worksheets and activities from this online resource library if you'd like. And then it also includes that supportive Facebook group community that is only available for members of this membership. So who is Safety Up really for? If you need new ideas, let's say that you're a teaching pro, you don't really need these action plans, but maybe you just need some new ideas on how to engage your kiddos. We are going to give you those ideas, and we're going to give you those worksheets ready in one spot. If you need support, if you're looking for a support system to just keep you motivated and engaged, that is what we are here for. We have that Facebook group community. We also have monthly Q&A calls with our Little Iguana team. So you're going to be able to access monthly Q&A calls with us. Let's say you just don't have enough time. So you're going to get that action plan emailed to you once per month, and you can just print that out or download that to your device, and you're able to use it and just put it into action super quick. And maybe you just don't even know where to start. How do you teach Who is a Stranger? What are the themes of that lesson? Maybe you don't even know where to start. And that is another great place. Safety Up is a great place for you to start. We are here to guide you on the process of teaching over 20 safety and well-being lessons. And Little Iguana, like I said, has been around since 1994. This is our 30th anniversary this year. So we have lots of great testimonials from parents, educators, and providers who have used our programs and have just loved them. We have countless testimonials from children whose lives were saved due to our life-saving lessons. So we have those testimonials, and then we have parent testimonials as well when they see a real change in their children. So we have a quick video that you can watch here talking about our testimonials. We have a couple that you can read here. And then remember, you can also give Safety Up as a gift. So Safety Up is going to be available if you wanted to gift that to your teacher or to a parent or a grandparent. Safety Up is available as a gift. If you'd like to do that, you can just tick the box at checkout and you can gift the membership as well. We have a little bit more information about what exactly is included with each membership right online. Oh, and we also have that early bird bonus. So if you join before tonight at midnight, you are going to get that book, A Gift from the Heart, and you're also going to get the How Am I Feeling digital bundle. So if you did want to go ahead and get these 2 bonuses, you would need to join before midnight tonight. You're just going to click the Get Started button right here. You're going to fill in the information, whether you want to do a monthly plan or an annual plan. If you chose monthly, you could click here and you're going to be able to, I already have a membership, so it's telling me I already have one. But if you didn't have a membership, you would just enter your information here and you would be able to immediately check out and then have access to that online resource library instantly. So let's go back here to our slides. And I want to talk about Safety Up. So we talked about the online resource library. You have access to hundreds of ready-to-use printable activities. And if you join before midnight tonight, you're going to get that early bird bonus that we talked about. And if you need a little bit more time to think about this and do your research and you're not really sure if this is the right fit for you, you have until Wednesday, January 17th at midnight to join the Safety Up digital membership. That is when we are accepting new members through. So you have until Wednesday, January 17th. And I know that we're not going to be opening up the doors to this membership for a while. So I think we have like 4 or 5 months until we're going to be reopening the membership. So you have until Wednesday, January 17th to secure your spot. And I know some of you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy this week. I haven't had the time to complete all the videos and complete my homework and share my bingo card. Don't worry, we're going to extend the bingo card deadline to Sunday, January 14th. So this Sunday, so you have 2 extra days to submit your bingo card by 5 p.m. because we are going to be announcing the winners at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live right here in the Facebook group. We are going to have a special live Q&A session with me. And you can ask any questions you have about the Safety Up membership before that deadline that you have to sign up for the membership, which is Wednesday, January 17th. The cart is open till midnight on Wednesday, January 17th. So we're going to have a live Q&A call on Sunday at 7 p.m. and we're going to announce the winner of the bingo card. Everyone be sure to submit your bingo cards. We're going to announce the winner on Sunday night. And then we are going to be doing that live Q&A call, like I said, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here in the Facebook group. If you can't join us live for that, but you'd still have a question, you can comment on any of the posts here. You could post it right in the Facebook group. You can send us a message, hit reply to any of those emails, and we will answer your question live on Sunday night. And we'll be sure to tag you in that post. So if you have questions, we'll see you on Sunday. If not, we are excited to see you over in the Safety Up digital membership real soon.